welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys have really been struggling. 2-6 in their last 8. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and we are underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down side of the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. The tight end motioning left here. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
That's good.
14 on the pickup. And that will be a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Condors.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Motion the slot man left. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's another
slot man in motion right. On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Moving to his left.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. No issues there. This one is good. And the Condors will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
Third down and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, here is Allen. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
out of the gun. Here's Allen. That one is caught by the rookie from Oregon. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running forward is Quora. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's on first carry for their running back. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen. Will try and set up the tight end screen. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. And he will get into the end zone for the touchdown. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Auburn good with the extra point. And his guys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Visitors 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Condors offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Daniels going to keep this himself. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Just short of midfield.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There he goes again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on those early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 21
yards.
on that one.
That's good.
And
for
that
Salt
will
Lake
be a
City
first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Salt Lake City.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Salt Lake City, first down.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He's got it at the 3, to the goal line, and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Salt Lake City. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Condors are on top. It's now 10-7.
Our home team, 7.
Following the touchdown, Browning on to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Play action. Here's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll go play action here with Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Complete to number
Ball on the
44.
39. Here's 2nd and 8.
39-yard line. 2 yards on the
On
pickup.
play action,
It's
Allen.
2nd and 8.
He'll complete that to his fullback.
Complete to number
They'll get
44.
maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Allen going to throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Josh Allen for the score. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. He had all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Condors offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Slot man going to move in motion left. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Salt Lake City, first down. First and 10 at
the thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
So get about 4 here as he is taken down. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
At their 49-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
5 yards.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On fourth down, Jack Browning is on to punt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Boye Mafe getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. To the air on second down. Here's Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 13.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Sanchez in
so that'll bring up fourth down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Condors offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Now he'll air one out. That is hot. And he will score. second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And his guys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Condors offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught from 29. Here's second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And it's third down.
They'll motion a tight end right. Third and short, and it's Daniels. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15. It's on the former first rounder, the big man, Mekhi Becton. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And 15 yards to
From
go.
the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Third and 11.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 11.
Here's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down.
Sanchez in punt formation.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the second time. That'll be returnable from the 35. The Condors offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. It's second down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. In motion comes Andrews. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
One of the tight ends motions right.
Salt Lake City, first down.
To the air again is Daniel. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Daniels to throw on second down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The Salt Lake City
Set to go now on first and 10.
a gain of 12. First down.
Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Luciforo.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the gun, here is Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Condors offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll do so with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, it's Daniels. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
That's good for a Salt Lake City.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Condors are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. All right, Mike, thanks very much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. And this is Javonte Williams. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. That one complete to Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They run with Cora. The lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. DJ Reed brings him down.
A gain of 4. It's
from the 41. Here's second down and 6. Once again, it's Cora. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This is 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is incomplete.
Intended for his wide.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Condors offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a set. Kicking time for the Condors. The punt team is out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Cora to start the drive. And he'll get nothing nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Warren. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On play action, Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here's Warren. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Condors are back within 5.
Visitors 16.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now Allen on first down, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
And that's a first down. It'll be a gain of 8.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now gives to Corum running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Corum. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. 20-yard pickup there. That's enough for a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 16. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20
Allen now on second down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Complete to number 22.
3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have it at the 12-yard line. Enough to get the first down and keep it going. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Corum. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Corum. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Allen going to throw for it. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. The Condors offense ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at his own 40.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Field manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
His own 7-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
That's good.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Now give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. James Pierce, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The home team's offense, and Josh Allen headed back onto the field, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
Second and a yard.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He'll step up and run, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14
Good
yards.
job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cora. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more
They're at the
yards.
17-yard line now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. The quick throw here is complete. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Tackle made at the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Allen's pass.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
Gain of 5 yards brings up.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there.
No gain on the play.
It's fourth down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll try it now with Fuller. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover.
These are the
on down.
opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Condors offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll power ahead with Hand, the fullback. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
And to Salt Lake City, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He's going to run it. And he's going to good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Salt Lake City, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down. A gain of 18.
They'll motion the tight end right.
And the Salt Lake City first down.
Daniels now on first down. Quick throw, taken in. Now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Slot man in motion left.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
That's good.
Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To the air again is Daniel. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now, second and goal.
Second down and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, fourth down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow,
that's going to be fun. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Here's first down.
At their own 23-yard line.
A final shot now for Allen. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.